Present day. Present time.
Hello, and welcome to a very angry edition of Disco Elysium. And it's only angry because I had another game recorded, and, well, the audio for that game did not work. The recording audio, that is, and I'm hoping that it does here. I tested it before, so it should. And, well, let's get right into it. I have absolutely no time to really put into thinking anything through, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the sensitive type. I created my own last time and didn't have much success there. Quit almost instantly. But today we're not going to do that. We're not going to quit. Disco is not going to quit. That's his name. We've learned that since last time. But we're not going to quit. We're going to solve this murder.
There is nothing. Only warm primal ever. Never, ever. Never, ever. And an inordinate amount of time passes.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
That's the corpse.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated
I am a brave
man-meat
idiot.
around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up a...
You can take it. You're a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from
It seems as though this is the consistent opening for this game, at least. You have an absolutely mangled time listening to audio tapes in a hotel room that you have not paid for. Sorry. Do this. Take that. And get our tie.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie, or has it been consigned there as punishment? The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap.
Nice.
It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colourful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Uh-oh. Well, that's no good. Let's get our pants. Well, that's doubly not good. Let's get our shirt.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. Hot water spreads. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there. As you slowly abort, you clearly have not thought this through. Behold, you have no idea who this
I
thing
love
is.
how ugly
Do
I
you?
look every time.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face.
Clearly.
Oh wait, is that an expression? Please stop. It's horrible. You can't. What does it even mean? You should check yourself for a pulse. Good call. Go ahead and try something if you like. Or
Where's the pants? There's one shoe. We know where our other shoe is. It's outside. Oh, there's our pants.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pant. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single...
Well, that's very good. Let's make our way to this door and see if we can make our way in. No. I guess not. Now we know the trajectory of that there, so let's just ignore it for now. Or make our way out. Let's look at the date.
Officer.
It's March.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Could it be because of the drinking?
Could be because of the drinking. Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Hitting on someone while
A glimmer
half
of
sober is probably
Don't
not a
let it
good
stand.
idea.
Assert yourself.
A fondness for contradictory statements.
Very well.
I'm sorry. I was being glib. I'm sure you're a great cop.
No, she's not. Reassert yourself by being flirtatious.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Okay, maybe I should have flirted with her.
Bye.
Alright. Well, for starters, got ourselves some money. And now don't tell my partner, but I'm about to go get my other shoe that I know is out here because I threw it out here like a jerk last night in a drunken haze, as one does. It seems as though I should have also taken the opportunity to have flirted.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Alright. So, what do we've got? We've got our full clothes, we've got our shoes, our necktie, we've got our keys to our room. We've done a pretty good job so far. Let's see if we can try and jump down. Alright, just kidding, we're not going to do that. We need to head on downstairs because downstairs is where the real important action is taking place. We know that there's some corpses around. So let's make our way over to them.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker. Especially when you look at that. How very astute of you.
The idea seems to make your neck expand.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you. Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. And when you're done thinking about plus, smoking then gives massive bonuses.
No, it doesn't. I have a feeling I lose.
The door is closed.
No, let's leave it for now. We know that she's in there, though. In our last playthrough, we didn't figure that one out. But given that we figured out that she's in that room now and we've talked to her, she knows who we are, knows where we've been, and knows a little bit about me enough to point, I think, in an interesting direction towards me. Allows me to do some interesting stuff here. We want to sneak past this gentleman. I don't think this guy likes me very much. Let's just ignore this guy.
As you approach the door leading out of the hostel, the bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket.
Let's
turns
ignore
to
him.
you.
Excuse me. I think you may be the person I've been waiting for.
No, 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 no.
If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
you realize he's waiting for your name.
Which I don't have.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Okay then.
I'm just gonna be honest.
It
I don't know
looks
my
like
name.
we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that it also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Mm-hmm.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice.
What did he
It
want
is
me to do?
obvious he would
It's
have
not a single
preferred for the
person's
body
task.
to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Interesting. We're not going to report our missing bag because we remember where our missing bag is. So let's get on out of here and get that missing bag first. Because that badge is going to be rather important. It's going to have our name on it and it's going to have our gun. We need those things. So instead of heading straight for the body, we're going to head straight there. We're not going to talk to this guy because he's a real jerk.
Scott?
No, we don't want to talk to this guy just yet. I don't even know who that is.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
We don't have time for this. I don't have time for you. Please move, sir. Oopsie daisies. Can be a little bit difficult to make your way out here, but we've done it now. Whoopsie days. It is a little bit difficult to navigate this area, I've found anyway. It seems as though we do have to actually
All
go first.
around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water.
Let's discard it. We don't want to think right now. Right now is not the time to think, sir. It is the time for action. The time for action is really centered around getting my stuff back.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Alright. Let's get that out of the way. We're gonna break into their little hideout. You can't hide from me.
What is this then?
You're not gonna hide stuff from me that I've already found in my first playthrough. I'm uncorruptible. And you're never gonna trick me. I'll figure it all out. That's the most troubling thing. Really, it is. Let's make our way up. Because that is important. I love when my head bounces back like that.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper has been left behind. You could swear it's more of an instinct than anything else, but you know it's a cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time. His eyes trace the crane's contour
Let him have his moment.
as if trying to memorize its majestic shape.
Yes, we were in the middle of something. Your clock. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2-meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
All right. Shameful.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. Or it could be that we had just
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
No. The problem, you're right, boss. It really is that... Is there really nowhere else to go here? Because, like, I know that this is an area... But, like, that is kind of a little bit frustrating, where it's like, this isn't a jump. It's a drop. But sure. If that's the way this game wants to kind of, like, play this out, then by all means, please. Great. Hepatitis infected slum. I guess not. Well, let's get that body down then. Like, that's a little bit frustrating. Insofar as trying to figure out how to get my jacket. It seems as though I have to press a button.
Be still, my beaten heart. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, but that there was an interesting
Well, we have no more use for that area. We can't really sneak in from there, that I can find anyway. Let's continue on. I hate failing that check because it's not a fun check to fail.